Hi and welcome to the London Vape Co. Today I'm going to be going through the importance and the different coils which we stock. So here's a variation. These are the coils for the iSub by Nautilus. With these coils, it's absolutely essential that you prime it. And to prime the coil, you take the coil out. You're going to pour about 5 or 6 drops of liquid down the centre, and then about 2 drops on each side here. Place the coil in the tank and leave it for about 2 minutes before you vape it. Same pretty much goes for all coils we stock, minus the Kangatech coils. Kangatech coils you'd want to place inside the device, and you want to leave them for about 4 or 5 minutes to settle in themselves. Each coil has a different resistance setting on it. So if you look at the front of this packet, the iSub, they're 0.5, which means they'll be good from anywhere from about 10 watts to around 25 to 30 watts. The Kangatech Evob at 1.8 ohm, so I'd probably recommend 12 watts being the maximum use on them ones. Same with the dual coil, they're 1.5, again 12 watts being the maximum. Got the BVC coils, which are for the Aspire. With these ones, similar to the iSub in how they're designed. So again, you'd want to be putting liquid just around the channels down the side and through the centre, 2 or 3 drops down the centre. With these ones, I would say leave it for about 2 or 3 minutes before you vape on it as well. The next one's the Nautilus Mini, our current bestseller for the last 6 months. With these ones, I've actually got another pack, so I'll show you that. That's how the coil looks. It's completely essential that you do prime these. I mean, I would put liquid around the whole way around the side, through the centre again, and leave that for a few minutes. I'm also going to show you how to install this one. So here's the mini Nautilus tank. You want to take off the lower bottom section without twisting the section, so hold that sturdy. That's the coil there. I'm going to use pliers purely because it's drenched in oil, but you can alternatively use tissue. So to change the coil, you want to get the coil out, which is this section there, dispose of it, new one back in. When putting the tank back together, you should make sure that the air hole's open, just to allow the excess air out, and it means that you're not going to get no flooding to the coil. And then screw back on, but don't over tighten, as it will get stuck. And that's it. So next we've got the Atlantis. These coils here, very similar to the Nautilus coils. These are the version 1, which means, well, they're actually the improved version 1. So they've got slightly bigger air holes around the side, 4 again. They've got organic cotton through the centre, you can see that. So again, drip through the centre, around the side, leave it in the device for 2 or 3 minutes, and then you're ready to go. And the same is going to be for the OCC coils, which are also organic cotton, but for the Kangatech sub tank, which is that one. I've actually got the RDA section in here at the minute. I wouldn't recommend it any higher than the coils, but it's easier, so I thought I'd go that route. Coils should last, each coil's got a different lifespan on it. The BBCs, you're looking at about 10 days. The iSub, we found they last forever. They really do last a long time. I mean, you're looking at 4 or 5 weeks for them, up to 4 or 5 weeks, depending on the liquid. Kangatech, I would say around 10 days. They say 2 weeks, 10 days is realistic. I'll go for both of them. The Nautilus coils, I personally get between 10 and 14 days out of. The Atlantis, up to around 2 weeks. Kangatech, up to around 2 weeks as well. The prices do vary. We sell the Aspire BVC coils for £10 a pack. The iSub are £3 individually. The Kangatech is £12.50 for 5. That goes for both of them. The BVC Nautilus coils are £12. The Atlantis are £13, and the OCC are also £13. It is essential that you do change these on time and don't leave them until you're getting a burning taste, as that's when it can be quite dangerous, and that's when you're going to get gases that you're not necessarily looking for. If we don't stock these, we normally get them in within a few days, so keep an eye on our website, our Instagram, or our Facebook page. I think that pretty much covers everything, really. Yeah, you know, essentially just make sure they're fully wicked up and that you read the instructions. All our coils will come with instructions, whether it be on the back or a little paper section inside, which I think these ones have a little... No, that's also on the back as well. That's coils.
Cool.